We only have 10 days to go until we witness one of the biggest cards in boxing history. If you're a boxing fan, if you're a hardcore, I know you're looking forward to this card, man. And that's, of course, on the 22nd of February, Riyadh season card dubbed the Last Crescendo. And what a card that is, man. Like, there is some crazy fights on that card, and me, I cannot wait for it. I'm really looking forward to it. The card, of course, is headlined by Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, man. These two guys are going to lock horns again. They're going to clash again for undisputed. Dmitry Bivol, can he turn it around? Can he make the right adjustments to finally end the unbeaten streak of Artur Beterbiev? Listen, there is going to be fireworks on that card, man. There's so many 50-50 fights on that card. I'm just excited, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just excited. This is like Christmas coming early for someone like me. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many fights on that card. Like, listen, I'm struggling to pick a winner on a lot of these. I'm really struggling. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to name you some of the fights that's on that card in case you haven't checked it out, in case you've been living under a rock. Yeah, I'm here to remind you of some of the fights on that card. Yeah, of course, like I already mentioned, headlined by Dmitry Bivol, who will be taking on Artur Beterbiev. Yeah, the rematch. We got Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. That's one of the fights that I'm really looking forward to. Do you know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to that fight because Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois, the last few weeks has been getting intense, innit? We've seen the face-offs and both guys are getting it under each other's skins right now. Do you know? Daniel Dubois, after an impressive win over Anthony Joshua, I say impressive, he battered Anthony Joshua. He's high on confidence now. He thinks he can take on everyone, disrespecting Joseph Parker anytime he gets the chance. Got in a ring after Usyk versus Fury, demanding a rematch against Usyk. Wow, he's got a fight lined up against Joseph Parker. I mean, the level of disrespect. And Joseph Parker has addressed this. He's come out and said he feels like he's being overlooked. He's come out and said that he feels like he's being disrespected by Daniel Dubois. So listen, Daniel Dubois, he's put himself under pressure because he now has to go in there and wipe the floor with Joseph Parker. If he gets beat by Joseph Parker, listen, all that cockiness he's been putting out lately in the media, he's going to look really stupid. And I'm looking forward to this fight. I think, for me personally, as much as I love Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, these guys are just pure boxers, elite world-class boxers, so much skill on display from these two boxers, yeah? I'm looking forward to Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker because that's going to be fireworks. I reckon it's going to be a fast start. It's going to be a quick start. Daniel Dubois is going to go in there. He's going to have the same strategy as the one he had against Anthony Joshua. And he's going to try and take out Joseph Parker. Do you know what I mean? He's going to try to take his head off as quickly as possible. But I don't think Joseph Parker is going to be that easy. So for me, I reckon that's potential fight of the night. But there's other fights on this card, man. Carlos Adimas versus Hamza Shiraz. That's a tough fight. 50-50. That's a 50-50 fight. Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Modrimov. Israel Modrimov, of course, the guy who lost his title to Terence Crawford. Do you know what I mean? But Israel Modrimov, to be fair to him, he put up a hell of a performance against Crawford. Crawford didn't have it all his own way, you know. Of course, Crawford moving up from 147. Israel Modrimov, solid amateur pedigree. Solid amateur pedigree. Over 200 amateur fights. He's a solid boxer. He's got the foundation. He's got the skills. He's got everything. Can he bounce back and take on Virgil Ortiz Jr., who's a solid fighter himself? So again, another 50-50 fight. This is what I'm getting hype. This is why I get hype. Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield. Now, Stevenson, listen. He has a lot of proving to do to the boxing fans. People are saying he's boring. People are saying he's not exciting. He darks over. Listen, He ain't getting love from the boxing community. Do you know what I mean? The fans are not really backing Shakur Stevenson, but I like him. I feel like he's a very highly skilled fighter. Great skills. Do you know what I mean? Very talented. I just feel he needs the opportunity to really showcase his skills, yeah, at a major event. And this is it. This is the major event where he can shut all the haters up. But Floyd Schofield, he ain't no mug. He ain't no mug. And that's going to, listen, 50-50 fight again. I have to be honest. That's another 50-50 fight. Let's go down that card. Zhilei Bang Bang Zhang against Ajit Kabayao. That again, 50-50. Kabayao has been in a good run, man. Kabayao is on great form. Zhilei Zhang, of course, we know the last time we saw him, he knocked out the Browns bomber Deontay Wilder. But Kabayao is a different kettle of fish, man. He's not going to make the same mistakes, you know, as Wilder did. He's a solid, got great fundamentals. And that's, listen, again, 50-50 fight, man. 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love about this card. And also you got Joshua Boati, who I really like. Joshua Boati taking on Callum Smith. Listen, Joshua Boati, we all thought that the next fight for him was going to be Anthony Yarde. But apparently, even though both fighters wanted to lock horns, both fighters wanted to fight, they couldn't get the negotiations together. No one signed the paperwork. Anthony Yarde is blaming Boati. Boati is blaming Anthony Yarde. So we never got to see that fight. Fighting, not so. Obviously, Joshua Boati had to move on. Now he's going to fight Callum Smith. Callum Smith, again, too rangy guy. Rich, crazy. Do you know what I mean? The thing about Callum Smith, I thought he'll be way ahead now in his career than he is right now. Do you know what I mean? That's just mouthful. When he first burst into the scene, when I saw him against George Groves, when he beat George Groves, I thought this guy's going to be the one. But just a couple of defeats, a couple of performances, just left me like kind of doubting him, looking at him like, this guy hasn't really fulfilled his potential. But this is his opportunity, man. This is a great British dust up against a solid opponent like Joshua Boati, who's solid, great chin. He can bang. So again, for me, 50-50. 50-50. Like, I do not know who the hell I'm picking from that. But you know what? Listen, after I said all these names, I've named you the card. A lot of these fights here, you already know it's 50-50. Tough fights, but the one I'm looking forward to is Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, man. I think that's going to be fireworks from the get-go. Do you know what I mean? What happens to Daniel Dubois if the fight goes past 6 rounds and he hasn't got Joseph Parker out of there? And we know Joseph Parker, when he fought Zhilei Zhang, he fought Deontay Wilder, as the rounds went on, Joseph Parker just got better and better. It's like his fitness, his cardio, everything just got better. This guy, yeah, he's impressed me so much for, like, the improvement that he's made in the last year or two. Just crazy, man. Think about where he was after the Joe Joyce fight, when he got knocked out. Think about where he was. Like, that could have been it. A lot of fighters never make it back after a bad defeat like that. But apparently Joseph Parker had like an infection. He was ill or something like that. He couldn't train properly. So, listen, I don't really like excuses from fighters when they lose a fight, but I'll give him that. Do you know what I mean? I'll give him that. He wasn't feeling well because when he came back after that, Deontay Wilder beat him. When everyone thought Wilder beat him, Zhilei Zhang, very dangerous, who knocked out Joe Joyce twice. He was in a great run. Joseph Parker dealt with him, even though Zhilei Zhang knocked down Joseph Parker like in the 4th round. But Joseph Parker rallied himself back, yeah, and just took the fight away from Zhilei Zhang. That was the most impressive thing. Zhilei Zhang just couldn't get close, too slow, no cardio, no fitness, and Joseph Parker just took off. It's like Joseph Parker's got this new list of he's got this new engine in him. He just keeps on going and he's been working hard. So listen, I will not be surprised if Joseph Parker knocks out or stops Daniel Dubois, because we've seen Daniel Dubois, when things get hard, when things get tough, he finds a way out, man. And that's exactly what Joseph Parker said in the face-off. But then again, Daniel Dubois, look at his last couple of wins. AJ, Jerome Miller. Like, yo, listen, Daniel Dubois has been tearing it up as well. Filip Hrgović. Let's not forget about that fight. So both guys are in tremendous form coming into this fight. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one to cool. But listen, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this card. It's going to be crazy. Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, 50-50 again, man. 50-50. But you know what? I'm going to do a breakdown of some of these fights. It's going to come up in the next few days, like maybe like by next week. I'm going to drop a few more, like talking about the individual fights, you know what I mean? Not just a breakdown of the whole card, but I'm going to talk about individual fighters and how I feel like they can improve, how they can, what they can change in the fight to make them be successful. Do you know what I mean? So watch out for these videos. They're definitely coming. Listen, man, let me know in the comments what you think of this card. We're 10 days away, guys. 10 days. Are you not excited? Because I am. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win, man. Like, who are your winners? Who you picking, man? And also, who's your fight of the night? Who do you think is going to take fight of the night? Me, personally, Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker. For me, I think that's going to be fireworks. So I think that's going to be fight of the night. Let me know in the comments what you think. I really appreciate it, man. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy, Enzo. Please also don't forget to like the video, drop a comment, and also if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help the channel to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.